Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to explore the Google Forms. Google Forms is one of the best tools, a very familiar and commonly used tool to conduct assessments, to gather information, to collect information, and also for various business purposes. So let's explore the Google Forms. So we open the Google browser, we see 9 dots here, we click on it and we get onto Google Drive, and to the left we see a plus sign with new. We click on this and we scroll down and we identify the Google Forms. We click on Google Forms and your form is ready in front of you. We've got two options here. One is the questions and the other is the responses. So when you have the questions, you'll be able to type in all that you want to enter as questions here. Now the responses section, you will have all the answers submitted by the people whomsoever we forwarded to. So let's understand how to prepare the Google form. Initially we have an untitled space here, wherein if you're conducting a test paper, maybe you could enter the test paper's name, test paper, the description, mathematics maybe, right? And then we have untitled question that follows. Maybe initially you want name of the student, wherein it's a short answer question and the children will have to type in the answer here. We'll make it mandatory here, required field. We'll check it so that all the students will have to enter, only then it will take it then forward. Now in order to add another question, we have the plus sign here. So we click on this plus sign and the next question will be added. Similarly, there are more options here. If you wish to import a question, maybe you have already prepared a few questions, so you have it in your system. If you wish to import those questions, you could do that. We have add title and description, maybe another section that you want to create, you could add a different title and you could add a description as well. Maybe in the same question paper, if you wish to add more subjects, you could do that. Similarly, if you wish to add an image as a question as well as in the answer key, you could do that. Now, directly you could, add an image which is already there in your system, or else you have an option to browse it online as well. Similarly, we have a video option to be added and also sections. For example, you have section A, section B and section C. So you could divide the questions into various sections as well. So let's see how to add a question here. For example, after the name of the student, obviously you will need the class. So we enter the class here. We could also make it as a short answer one, wherein children could just type in. And we click on this as a required field. We move on to enter another question, maybe division. Division, it could vary. Maybe in schools where there's one division, you don't have to add this here. But if there are more than one division, you could enter it here. So maybe I have got 3 divisions. So I just entered A and add all. You get options like this. Maybe I have just 3 divisions in my school for a particular class. And then I'll just remove that D and I'll add ABC. This is also mandatory for me. So once you have entered all this, the reason why we are requesting you to enter class and division is because we will not have a confusion. Okay, who has given me this, from which class, from which division? We will not have a clarity when you look at all the responses. Now we click on this plus sign, wherein we are going to add the questions. Maybe this is mathematics and then we give the first question as add. And the question could be 3 plus 4. And now the teachers could just type in your answers here. Maybe it's a multiple choice question, right? We give it as a multiple choice. So we'll give it as 5. Now we need to add more options here. So we'll type it as 6. The next option will give it as 7. And the last option we could give it as 8 maybe, right? So we have got 4 options here, and this is the compulsory question that the students should answer. We move on to the next question. Maybe addition of 2 digits numbers. So we have 12 plus 13. Similarly, we go for various options here. I'll put it as 22. Maybe the next option I'll give it as 25. The next option I'll put it as 23. And the last option I'll give it as 24. Right? So this is also a compulsory question. Similarly, we can go ahead and add as many questions as you want. Maybe there is a word problem that you wish to give. Okay? You could type in here, Ravi goes to a shop and bought 5 eggs and 3 bananas. Right? Question could be, how many items did he buy? Right? So maybe if there is, the word problem, and then, students will have to write in, Ravi bought 5 eggs, Ravi bought 3 bananas. So the items, eggs and bananas, how many items altogether? 2 items. So maybe there is a word problem wherein they'll have to, write step-by-step procedure. So you could mention it as a short answer question as well. Okay, and this also will make it as required. So similarly, as many questions as you want, we type in, and once we have completed, all our questions, we have an option here called send. You could click on the send option. We have various options here. One is to send this Google form or the question paper that you have created as a mail. You could attach to a mail and you could send it. But this could be, a bit confusing and more hectic because you need the email IDs of all these students. For example, you have 20 students in a class. So you need the email IDs and you'll have to type in those email IDs here. The best option is go for the second one where you are going to create a link. You are going to get a link for this question paper. Now this is a lengthy one. You could even shorten the URL. URL is nothing but the link. And all that you need to do is you could click on copy. Right? You could click on copy and the link is copied automatically. Now, in order to send the form, all that you need to do is, maybe if you have the WhatsApp web, WhatsApp on a computer or a laptop, you could open the WhatsApp web and you could paste this link into the class group, WhatsApp group, and it would reach the students. Also give a voice instruction, or maybe you could type an instruction to do this. That's one way. Or else, if you are using a mobile phone to connect with your students on WhatsApp, all that you need to do is, maybe you could send it as a mail to your own email address, right? We'll send this as an email to your own email address. You could type in your email address and copy the link and send it to your email address. And then you could open your email on your mobile phone, copy the link and send it over WhatsApp to the students, to the WhatsApp group. So this is an easiest way through which you can prepare a question paper. Maybe for various purposes, the Google Forms can be used. I just showed you a sample of mathematics. Similarly, English, science, social, computer, all these subjects you could easily prepare a question paper with Google Form. Now, if you have all those applications where you can use Malayalam and Hindi, where you can type in Malayalam and Hindi, if you have those applications installed, even a Malayalam and Hindi question paper also can be prepared. Take it for that instance, any language. If you have that application where you can type that particular language, you could type in, those language question papers as well. So, assessments is not going to be a tough task. It's going to be a very simple task. Now, we have just looked at a simple form of preparing the question paper. Now, there are a lot more options that are available in this Google form itself. We are going to come up with a second video introducing to you all the other possibilities in this Google form. We will explore the Google form more in the next video. To be continued. Thank you so much.